Hello, my friend. Little girl and her little alarm clock were best friends. The alarm clock was small and round and cheerful, and it had the funniest ringing sound that woke the little girl every morning. But at first, when it rang, the little girl would just hide under the covers and make the clock go away. She liked to sleep in, but the clock always wanted to wake her up. One morning, the little girl got up and saw the clock on her bedside table smiling at her with its big round eyes. Then it started to dance. The little girl started to laugh and then asked the clock, "Why do you want to be my friend?" The clock said, "Because you are my favorite little girl and I like to wake you up for school." Then the little girl asked, "Why do you have to ring so loudly?" And the clock said, "Because I want you to have a bright, happy new day." So the little girl got out of bed and gave the clock a big hug. Then she said, "You're my favorite alarm clock, and I like having you as my friend." After that, every morning when the clock rang, the little girl would get up and laugh and tell the clock funny jokes to make it smile. Sometimes she would even dance with the clock, and they would have the best time together. One day, the little girl was feeling sad, so she got under the covers and hid from the clock. She didn't want to go to school. Then the clock started to dance and sing, and it told her the silliest jokes until she started to laugh and feel better. At the end of the day, the little girl and the alarm clock were best friends. Every morning when the clock rang, the little girl would get up and say, "Good morning" to the clock, and the clock would say, "Good morning" back to her. Then they would have the best day together. And that's the story of how a little girl and her alarm clock became best friends. The end.